Welcome back. He's only 18 years old, a homegrown Las Vegan on the fast track to singing his way into living rooms across America. But when I spent time with Tommy Ward, I found a really nice guy from a really nice family with a really old-style voice. It's a classic, powerful sound that comes along only now and again. Think Frank Sinatra, because yes, much to Tommy's delight, comparisons between the two crooners have been made.
You know that line that Sinatra does?
With a young heart and an old soul, 18-year-old Las Vegan Tommy Ward evokes an era of Vegas in days gone by and days returning as big band crooners someday enjoy a swing in popularity.
When I'm awfully low.
And it all started because Tommy had a grandpa who chose the classics over classwork.
He was the stereotypical Italian grandfather, and I would come home every day and I was supposed to be doing homework, but we would listen to music and Sinatra and Mel Torme and Ella Fitzgerald, and that kind of got me started into music, and I just kind of grew from there.
As a student at Las Vegas Academy, Tommy met a group of musicians who would soon become his version of a modern-day Rat Pack.
Tom Young's 20, plays trumpet for us. This is Mr. Dalton Giles, he plays tenor sax. And that's Angelo Monroy, he's 16, plays piano, and that's John Keek, actually the first member of our band right there.
LVA is also where Tommy met strip sensation Frankie Marino, who was teaching a songwriting class for up-and-coming musicians. He saw Tommy's rising star and asked him to open for his hit show at the Stratosphere.
That's how I got my experience. 9 months opening for a cold audience of Vegas gamblers was not easy.
What was that like?
It was hard. I mean, you come out and they're just looking at you like death, and you're expected to entertain.
And entertain he does. His voice now in demand all over town and across the country. Tommy began performing jazz professionally at age 16, most notably in a jazz trio that included Ken Seifert and John Falbo, former bassist and guitarist for Frank Sinatra. Tommy has since opened for Louis Anderson and performed alongside Clint Holmes, Matt Goss, and the Jersey Boys, and most recently signed on with legendary producer Quincy Jones. What is your biggest inspiration?
You know, I go back to the songs that I used to listen to with my grandpa. It's just Sinatra and the greatest songs of all time. It's all about the lyric and how it makes people feel, and that's what I want to do. I want to make people feel something.
And on this day, I was lucky enough to be the one to share a moment with an artist talented enough to be a household name and humble enough to be happy just knowing he's doing what he was born to do.
And the way you look tonight.
Because if you're true to yourself and you love what you do, other people will love it too.
And Tommy does love to sing, I can tell you that. But how does a talent like his develop past hope into a real-life dream? Tomorrow night in part 2 of my series, we'll find out how this young crooner is making it all happen with the help of world-famous producer Quincy Jones. You might recognize that name.
Yeah, which means he is headed to superstardom, but a super nice kid at this point. He seems like his feet are planted firmly on the ground.
They are, and he credits a single mom who raised him, taught him to grow up quickly, and he's a sensation. I'm pretty sure we're going to be having him as a household name one of these days, not to the distant future.
I'll bet. You sounded great, too. You know, I never get tired of hearing you sing.